this thing's kind of heavy. Must be all those discs.
Alright, so I am back at the house. Got the Camaro's new clutch here. Let's crack into this thing and see what we got, huh? I didn't go with the McLeod, like I said in a previous video. I decided to try something new. And I actually kind of went back and forth a bit with this. I wasn't sure which one I was going to order. But I think I'm going to be happy with my choice. Well, it has a little card in it here. Little note, let's see what that says. Got a little monster sticker, that's pretty cool. Another monster sticker. In an effort to reduce paper waste, we've moved all of our installation tips to our website. Alright, so they pretty much just give you a link for the install instructions. Now onto the main event. We got some hardware here. These will look like they're flywheel bolts. There are these like beveled washers or something it looks like. They give you a alignment tool. Oh, they also give you a pilot bearing. So this is a this is a complete kit. Getting the older one out, that's going to be fun. I also did get it with the slave cylinder. Right now I'm running a Duralast AutoZone slave cylinder in there, so I know that's definitely not helping me with my shifts. I do have the Tick Performance Master, the adjustable one, so that one's really good just for the slave. I'm still running pretty much the stock crap. Really well made. You can see it's very nicely packed. We had the slave cylinder over here, the bolts with the alignment tool and the pilot bearing were over there. So now I think we just got to take out this foam around here, and that should let us pull the whole assembly out. So has anybody guessed which clutch I went for yet? It's obviously not a single. I mean, I had a McLeod twin disc in there before, so I wasn't gonna go back to a single. All right, let me lift this thing out. Lay down the foam. I don't want to get any grease on my nice clean Tahoe. Look at how nice that is. Of course you're never going to see it, but the attention to detail is nice. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you take a look in there and we count our discs, we have 1, 2, 3. So yes, I went with the LT1S triple disc. Now when I first put my car together, I wanted to get a monster clutch, but in the end I just ended up going with a factory like LS1 clutch, just because it was way cheaper than anything aftermarket. Then when I decided I was going to boost it, I went to the McLeod RST, which was a huge mistake, because apparently the RST, even though they claim it'll hold 800 horsepower, it will, but that's only when it's not being beaten on the street. If you're on the street, you're doing a highway pull, it's gonna hold the power. But if you are slipping it or beating on it, as you guys saw in my video, it did not like that. I mean, granted, most of the driving done to it was on the street. I mean, it probably only had like 6,000 to 8,000 miles on it, and it completely took a shit at the track. I did that 110.8 run, and you can actually hear the 3 to 4, the RPM kind of changed a bit. You can hear it starting to slip. And then that second run, it was just completely done. Even though it will hold it on the street, it's not meant to be abused. That's why I went with a Monster, because their clutches, the reviews I've seen, and everything seems to be positive. They just take a beating. As long as you order the correct clutch for the amount of power that you have, you could just take this thing to the track, hot lap it, and they just take the abuse really well. So that's why I decided to change the directions. Now, I could have went with the LT1S. I was talking to Steve at Monster Clutches. He was very, very helpful. And he recommended either going with the LT1S or the LT1SC, depending on my power level. He didn't actually initially recommend this one for me, specifically because I was looking for a clutch that was kind of budget friendly. I was trying to keep it around 1,000. So he said the LT1S would have been fine, and you guys know my car put down 530 rear-wheel horsepower on a Mustang dyno with a weight of about 3,800 pounds with me in it. The car's trapping 133 at the track, so it's definitely putting down a bit more than 530. Realistically, it's probably somewhere just over like 600, maybe 600, 620 for it to be making that speed with that weight. So right off the bat, the LT1S is it's getting close. You know, it's good for 700 at the wheels. The other thing, McLeod, they rate them for horsepower at the crank. All the Monster stuff is rated at the wheels. I was going to get the LT1-SC, but you know, Steve and the guys at Monster that I spoke to, they said on the street it's a very aggressive clutch. You're going to lose a lot of the streetability that the LT1S, the regular clutch, is going to have. So they didn't recommend it unless I was like really pushing over 800 at the wheels. So I'm definitely glad I didn't just dive in and buy that one. So then that brought me to this one. Now, it was a hard decision because I was on the fence. It was either the LT1S twin disc, because I want to keep the thing streetable and not a pain in the ass to drive, or the LT1S triple. So either the twin or the triple. Now what's great about the triple is you get the holding strength of the twin disc SC, but at the same time it's still completely streetable and it drives like a stock clutch. So instead of having two discs with the SC, with the aggressive material, the triple disc uses organic carbon clutches, so it maintains that streetability, and having the triple disc, it's going to hold that power without a problem. This thing is good for, I believe, 1,200 horsepower at the wheels. Just reading up on LS1Tech, their customer service seems to be like top par. Everybody says they always have a great experience with them, but I want to put it in and forget about it. Like with the rear, I went with the S60 rear over the 8.8. I just kind of wanted to do it once and just forget about it. So that's why I went with the triple. Now, leave a comment below if you guys have a McLeod, an RXT, or even an RST, and you beat on it and you don't have a problem like at the track with drag radials and stuff, definitely leave a comment. I'm not trying to rag on McLeod in any way. I just hear so many good things about these clutches with taking abuse. I decided, you know, I'm gonna give Monster a try. Before I close this out, why don't we go and I'm gonna go grab an Allen key. Let's pull these bolts out and take a look at these clutches. All right, so I got all the bolts out. Lift the pressure plate off. We have our first disc that's mounted in there, connected to the pressure plate. And then we have our second disc right here. Then our third disc has these little spacers, the Monster logo on it. Trying to keep everything in order. I want to keep everything in order the way it came out. And then there is our final disc. And then I got the billet flywheel. Let's see a close up of that. So this is definitely a very, very nice clutch. As long as it holds as nice as it looks, I'm going to be very, very happy. All right, so I got everything reassembled and back in the box. But I think what I'm going to start doing with a lot of these videos, normally I try to put a video out every Friday, and I've been sticking to that pretty well. But in addition to that, any kind of thing like this where I get new parts, or possibly tools, or any kind of like updatey, it's going to be kind of talky like this, but I'm going to, if I don't have any actual like content really with parts or anything, I'm probably not going to even bother. Fridays, I'm pretty much going to have some kind of repair video, whether it's on the Tahoe, whether it's on the Camaro. If it's not a repair video, it's going to be some kind of racing video, or some kind of actual like content for you guys on Friday. And then midweek, any updates, whether it's like a 5-minute video or like a 25-minute video. If I get parts in like this or anything, or you know, anything that might be going on with any of the cars, I'm trying to put a video out midweek, so you guys will be getting 2 videos. So if you guys think that's a good idea and you would like to see something like that, and have a kind of a talky video about me talking about the new parts that are going in the car, let me know. Leave a comment. You can see there's still some snow. Road is still crappy. It's still pretty cold out, so unfortunately the Camaro is still not coming out. This Friday there will be another video on the Tahoe. We're going to be doing a tune-up, plugs, wires, so don't miss that. That's a pretty cool little video I put together. I changed the format up a little bit to let me know what you guys think. If anyone was wondering, I do have hoodies and t-shirts and long sleeve tees and, you know, different designs available right now in my Teespring store. Link is going to be right on top of the screen if you want to go check that out. Pick up a piece of merch, support the channel. I have a few designs out right now. I am still in the works for actually getting a piece with the Tahoe out, so I would like to get a shirt, some kind of design out on that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I just have the LsxMatt design available. I have the Build Your Base Model design available with the small LsxMatt on the front, and I have the hashtag Side Shot Saturday shirt available. All of them, you could get them either in a tee, in a sweatshirt, or in a long sleeve tee. And as always, if you don't follow me on Instagram, link is going to be in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Friday.